Hello Internet Allies, how are you doing? So, for this week's video, it's just going to be quite a short one. It's kind of inspired by the fact that my favourite shop in my hometown has decided to close, which is really sad. It's a local independent game shop and it was so wonderful and I have a lot of fond memories of that shop. And today I just wanted to talk a bit about a few of my favourite Nintendo characters because I love Nintendo basically, to be honest. I think what I love about like Nintendo and its characters is how like family friendly and fun and quirky they are and stuff like that. And they're always really distinctive as well. I mean, I know it's not exclusively a Nintendo thing. I mean, you've got like places like Disney as well, which have that. And yeah, I just love how like, you know, Nintendo caters for basically all ages. Whether, you know, you're brand new to gaming or whether you've been playing games for a long time. So, having said that, here we go. So for me personally, I think there are 3 Nintendo characters for me that personally stand out to me and mean a lot and the most to me, to be honest. I mean, there are so many great Nintendo characters and stuff like that. Like, it would be really hard to like make a top 5 or top 10 list because I feel like a lot of other Nintendo characters other than the 3 I'm going to mention, I like pretty much all the same, you know. And also, I've not played all Nintendo games ever. Let's just bear that in mind. So, sorry if your favourite Nintendo character isn't on this list, but please let me know what Nintendo games I should play in the comments and let me know what your favourite Nintendo characters are in the comments, or even your favourite video game characters are. So the first character I'm going to mention is Yoshi. Yay! I love Yoshi. What I love is that even though he's really cute and cuddly and everything, you know, he also, you know, does his utmost to basically help his friends, help Mario, etc, etc. He's like probably the most loyal friend you could possibly have. I think that's why I love Yoshi so much and why he means so much to me. And also, you know, Yoshi is one of my mum's favourite characters as well, sort of thing. And I also think, like, you know, if Yoshi was like a Disney character, he'd be best friends with like Winnie the Pooh. So that's why I love Yoshi so much. So the second character I'm going to mention is Squirtle. Squirtle. So Squirtle here, he is my favourite Pokemon and has been my favourite Pokemon ever since I really heard of Pokemon way back in the day, basically way back in the 90s sort of thing, when, you know, I first heard of Pokemon way back in the late 90s and stuff. And, you know, I was basically defend Squirtle till I die sort of thing, basically. He's not only cute, but also really cool as well, to be honest. Like, I remember seeing the Pokemon cartoon, he had the Squirtle squad, you know, all looking like really cool with the sunglasses and whatnot. You know, just kind of walking around like they own the place and stuff. And, you know, they all seem quite, like, dominant and, you know, you kind of just want to be part of their gang sort of thing. You know, they seem to be, like, the cool people. I also remember when I first played a Pokemon game, I remember, like, I would not level up my Squirtle. Like, I think I got him up to about, like, level 70 or something like that. Like, yeah, which is pretty amazing, to be honest, you know, because I just don't want to level him up. Look how great he is. So my final favourite Nintendo character I'm going to mention, and this one's not quite as well known as, say, some of the others. I'm going to go for Pit from Kid Icarus. So why is Pit one of my favourite ever Nintendo characters? I think a reason for this is because I really love like angel characters. I'm quite fascinated by them. Kid Icarus Uprising is one of my favourite games on a Nintendo 3DS, and I'd thoroughly recommend it for anybody who actually owns a 3DS. Try and find Kid Icarus Uprising because it's a really fun game. I think what I also love about Pit and what makes him stand out to me is that, you know, he isn't perfect, he's quite goofy, he kind of messes up quite a lot, but that doesn't really stop him from doing his best to basically save the world, you know, protect Palutena, the goddess of light. And yeah, I find him incredibly loyal, and also, yeah, he's just a really fun character. You know, he's got a great sense of humour as well, to be honest. Like, you know, he always ends up like getting teased by the other goddesses and stuff. You know, like, even though he kind of sets up sometimes himself, but Yeah, but he can also be quite quick-witted as well, to be honest. And, you know, he's got some pretty cracking abilities as well. His game is really, really creative. I love it. I love playing as Pit. He's a really fun character to play as, and I do actually enjoy playing as him in Super Smash Bros. As well. I do think it's quite weird how, like, he's probably been in as many Super Smash Bros. Games as he has been in Kid Icarus games, and I'm so grateful to, like, Sakurai for, like, actually making a Kid Icarus game on the 3DS, because it was great. I loved it, and you could definitely tell it was, like, one of his games, because it, you know, it had his personality all over it. You know, a bit like, you know, like Super Smash Bros. And also Kirby and stuff like that. As I said, like, yeah, those are the three characters that do stand out the most to me. Like, I've not played every single Nintendo game ever. You know, I just haven't had that time. But yeah, like, you know, I have played a lot of them. You know, I really like, you know, obviously I love the Super Mario games. I love the Pokemon games. I love Animal Crossing. Even played a couple of Kirby games, a couple of Starbucks games. Played Fire Emblem Awakening. There are so many. I love Donkey Kong as well. Yeah, I've never actually played Metroid properly, to be honest, but, like, and I've only played a handful of Legend of Zelda games as well, but, you know, like, I do think that, like, Nintendo are really, really incredibly diverse, and even some of their newer games, such as, like, Splatoon and ARMS, you know, I love the characters in those, because they're just, like, really creative concepts as well, and are great in, like, the genres that they're in, which is like fighting and shooting games and whatnot. So, okay, so that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments what your favourite Nintendo characters or even video games characters are. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and hope you're on a wonderful day, guys. Until next time, keep smiling. Bye bye.